Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck with an emphasis on the guys. That's right, I'm talking to all husbands, boyfriends, partners, sons, all of you out there. Mother's Day is coming up on this coming Sunday, and let me tell you something. I think we should do something real nice for those ladies in our lives. Don't you think? Maybe serve her some breakfast in bed. So I'm telling you what right now. This recipe is going to be so easy, and it's going to be something everyone practically loves. We're talking pancakes. That's right, we're making pancakes. It's not involving the Instant Pot. It's going to be on the good old-fashioned stovetop, either on a griddle or in like a skillet, however you want to cook it. But guys, it's easy to make, and we're not talking Bisquick here. We're talking some real deal, fluffy, amazing pancakes. Don't let that freak you out. These are going to be super easy to make. And also, of course, this doesn't just have to be served on Mother's Day, and anyone can make these, but I think it's going to be something extra sweet to give those special women in our lives on Mother's Day. So let's get to it, guys. Right to the Instant Pot, roll up your sleeves, put on your Golden Girl shirt, and let's get to it. Pancakes. So let's create our batter. We want to take a large mixing bowl and add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of a white granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, just regular iodized salt, 1 tablespoon of a double action baking powder, a half a tablespoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. Or if you don't have buttermilk and you only have milk in your apartment and you probably have some white vinegar, take 3/4 of a cup of regular milk and 2 tablespoons of vinegar, mix them together and let them sour for about 5 minutes. That's going to make the regular milk turn into basically a buttermilk. So leave your milk to sour. I'm adding 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of salted butter, melted, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. And now let's take a whisk and whisk everything together, and we're going to do this for about a minute, and just make sure we get most of the lumps out. It's okay if there's still a few left in there, that's totally fine, but at the end of the day, the batter should look just like this in terms of consistency. See that? Nice and thick, a bit goopy, and that's how we want it. Alright, let's set this aside and fire up that griddle. Let's turn our griddle onto high. I want to take some cooking spray and spray my entire griddle pretty generously. And by the way, this is a non-stick griddle, which is absolutely best in my opinion for making pancakes on. And then after our griddle's heated up for about 3 minutes, we want to take our batter and then take 1/4 cup size scoop, just like this, a little measuring cup, and this is going to be the best way to gauge how much batter you should put per pancake. These are going to make about silver dollar sized pancakes. So what we want to do is we want to just plop some on the griddle just like this. It's going to come across as very thick once we lay it on there, but don't worry, it's going to grow and it's going to get a little fluffy. So let's do it 4 at a time. We can do pretty much nicely on this griddle. We don't really want them to touch each other because, you know, it'll be easier to separate them and flip them otherwise. And we'll just let these cook for about 2 minutes on each side. They're going to start to bubble. And you're going to see, after they've sat on the griddle for about a minute or two, they're going to really start to rise thanks to the agents we put in there, like the baking powder and some baking soda. Alright, and now we should be ready to give them a flip. Look at this, perfect. And just flip it over, just like that. And then let them cook on the other side for about 2 minutes. These are some beautiful pancakes we're going to have here. Maybe not the most perfectly shaped pancakes, I'm talking about this guy right here thanks to my narrow skillet, but nonetheless, it's all about the taste, and these pancakes are on another level. And the second side of the pancake cooks a lot quicker than the first, so after about 2 minutes or so, just flip it over onto a plate, and there's our pancake, nice and done. Look at that. Perfect. And there's our first stack of pancakes, guys, right here. Alright. And now let's just repeat the same thing for the rest of our batter. Spray the entire griddle or the pan. Add 1/4 cup of batter for each little thing here. You don't have to get the entire cup out. Just use it as a scoop mechanism. It's perfect for that. And we're going to get, again, about 4 pancakes worth onto the griddle. And all of this batter is going to make you about 8 pancakes. So if you want more, simply double the batter. So again, let it cook for about 3 minutes on this side, and then we're going to flip it, and then we're going to have it on 2 minutes on the other. And then after about 3 minutes, let's give them a flip. Look at that. Beautiful pancakes. Alright, now leave it on the other side to cook for about, you know, a minute or two. And as you go more and more into more batches of pancakes, the griddle's going to be more heated up at this point, so they're going to cook a little more quickly than your first batch. And now after about another minute or two on the other side, we're ready to now flip our pancakes and put them onto a plate because these guys are done. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just look at each side of these pancakes. Lovely. All right, guys, let's serve it up. Okay, and there's our beautiful pancakes on our plate, looking just like that. I have 4 stacked up, and they're actually going to be quite filling for 4. And now let's just pour some syrup on there. I like to get them in layers. Like, I really like to put syrup in my pancakes, you know what I mean? Just put them all over, douse it, just like so. Add a sliver of butter for good measure, because I mean, come on, who doesn't love some butter on top of their pancakes? It's almost like, what's the point, you know? And there we have it, guys, our beautiful buttermilk pancakes, cooked honestly to perfection. So what we need to do now is we need to try them out. Are you ready? Because I am. Here we go. All right, here we go, guys. Our beautiful pancake stack right here. And man, oh man, these look super fluffy. Well, they're gonna be super fluffy, and they're gonna be phenomenal. Here we go. Oh. The flavors in there are just everything you want a pancake to be. Light, fluffy, cakey, moist, a little crispy on the edges even once you cook them. Oh, to perfection, to heaven. When you give this to your wife in bed, which you're gonna do, you might as well just be renewing your vows, because that's exactly how delicious this is. Plus, she's gonna totally be all like about you when you do that. Come on, wear something really cute when you're serving it to her. I mean, if you want to wear a Golden Girl shirt, go ahead and do that. But maybe just, I don't know, an apron with maybe nothing else underneath it, maybe? Now that's a pancake. This pancake is like a fluffy cake. It's also ridiculously easy to make, and it puts together pre-made mixes to shame, I'll tell you that. Oh man, I love dousing my pancakes in maple syrup and just going to town. Heaven on a plate right here. Look at this, beautiful. And I think the thing that sends this home, honestly, apart from how amazingly perfectly they're cooked and how fluffy and light they are, is adding a little bit of that vanilla extract and a little bit of that almond extract. It just sets it over the edge. Of course, serve it with a side of eggs, however you want to do it. Bacon, sausage, Canadian bacon, ham, you know, all that stuff. Go all out. It's Mother's Day. Guys, thank you so much for your support in watching this. Enjoy these videos with all these recipes at PressureLoveCooking.com. Each and every single one of these recipes does have a video. You can pin any recipe you want to any Pinterest board by hovering over any photo in a recipe and pinning it to a board of your choice. Go to Facebook.com/PressureLoveCooking and like that page for all new recipes that drop, for tips, for humor, for sales on items you don't want to miss out. And of course at Pressure Luck to subscribe to me on YouTube for all my videos. You don't want to miss when a new one comes out, as well as Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Guys, thank you so much. These pancakes are truly the best way to start any day. And to all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Husbands, get cracking. You saw how easy it is. No excuses. Bye. And I'm gonna have another bite.